spin on digital highways. Lenny's at the helm through neon lit byways.
Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alrighty, welcome back. We are going to be playing some more Out of Ore, the sandbox mining digging game where you just dig till your heart's content friggin' endlessly. So right now I am working on the underground layer, and kind of looks like my viewpoint got kind of jacked up on my first person because I don't normally zoom in quite that much, but just a tiny little mine shaft, looks like a little mole hole, and drop down in here. There is doors. I tend to leave them open. Uh, we're in Scandinavia, you know, it's basically Canada. Nobody locks their doors. I got factories over here making a bunch of iron ore bars in my little nuclear blast hole. I got lazy, okay? I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, when I blew off that nuke, but it did what it needed to do, and there's a bunch of shit down there I gotta mine still. We got... Ooh, those are all done. Bunch of steel windows that are done, apparently. Wow. Okay, we got plenty of windows. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this yet because as of right now, I don't need the money. I mean, I could just sell it all. I'm gathering them up right now. Sadly, you guys can't see the side windows. I did actually go through and make different scenes that pop up when I open up the windows. The problem is key binding them and actually using them and remembering to turn them off and all that shit. It was really complicated, and I foreseen bad things happening, so I gave up on the idea. It was better on paper. So let's see how many windows we got. 3,811 steel windows, and that would be the equivalent of, well, I'll take that and times it by 2. So almost 8,000. It's more like 74,000 or some shit like that. 7,400, 74,000. Jesus Christ. Um, almost 2.7 mil if I was to sell that. And then the steel bars, and coincidentally we have only like 7,000 steel bars right now. Here, hold on, let me see if I have a small stack of bars over here. 125, that's perfect. Let's take a look-see now. That puts us at, so I need to grab like 4 of these, like 5 or 6 of these stacks actually. Trying to get to 74-ish, 100. So we're at 7367 on the bars. That's how many bars it takes to make, or the beams it takes to make those window frames. So it's going up almost 300% in value. And then the regular cast iron bars that are being made over yonder. We'll give you a little tour of the plant here. This is my nerd factory where I make metal bars. Okay, so apparently I have made no steel bars since, so I need to make some of them. But if I remember correctly, it was something like 200,000, I think. So each time it seems like it's a 300% increase in the factory process. Now, The only reason I chose the window frames is because they use less materials than other stuff. So like if I go into... It's not going to show it here. Never mind. I have to do it inside of the factory crap back there, and I want to do some digging. So we're going to fly down here, and we're going to punch a hole in the wall about yay high, because there's usually a spot right there that says fuck you. And I just said fuck you before it could. No, there's spots in the ceiling for some reason that just don't want to let you dig, even though it's not like solid rock or anything like that. And usually you just back up and ram the hell out of it with some speed. And it's for some reason every time it's in that corner, so I just figured I'd do it ahead of time. So down here, this whole cavern is one big copper and iron node, if this is your first time with us. If this is not your first time, then you know that I've been digging down here for a hot minute. Feels like forever. That tunnel over there goes all the way to the other side of it. So that's how far it goes that way. The ceiling is actually pretty close to the top of it. And we haven't figured out that way, or that way. So we're still kind of digging, which probably means I should be over here digging. Oh wait, I did. I found solid stone here. And you can see the line of it right here. We're going to try and go around it. See where the solid stone blocks. Ah! My tractor likes to work. It gets jiggy with it a lot. But it can handle a joke better than Will Smith. Not that I ever have any good jokes, but... The spot over there that was stopping me from grabbing any rock, I got lucky and it filled up off the ceiling as I was backing out. Let's see if we can get this to over there. Oh, maybe it was that spot right next to me? I don't know. Thought it was right there, but it just went right in that time. Oh yeah. Alright, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I was hallucinating. That looks like solid rock still, but I'm gonna go until it stops me. Because for all I know, it could just be a chunk of solid rock in the middle of this. This is the first time I've found an ore node this size. So right now it's letting me dig over here. Over there it was solid, it wouldn't let me. Then again, I did not try. Hold on, I didn't try to like punch it. We're gonna back up as far as I can without driving off the. Oh no. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I didn't want it attached to the phone anyways. We're gonna punch a hole in the wall over here, hopefully. Oh, shut up. It really works. Fuck dynamite, I'm just gonna keep punching my way through stuff. The solid rock still gives us good stuff. It's just not always copper or iron. It can be silicon and some other stuff like that. It's a little bit more random. Oh, I thought I got through it. Maybe I didn't have enough speed. No, kitty. You know damn well you're not supposed to go behind my computer because you start messing with the cords. So you go into my sweater Why do kittens always feel the necessity to be mischievous? That's one way to get River. No, she'll still hang around, cause a problem, but hopefully the problem is with the dogs and not with me. Good luck, everybody else. Like a hair in my eye now from that asshole. I don't know. I can't find it. So we're gonna try get some speed here, but we're gonna try this a little recklessly. Get this camera positioned a little better so that I can actually back up properly. Kumbaya. No, I'm trying to get as much speed as I can get and see if I can punch a hole in that solid rock. Alrighty, you ready for this? Get my bucket aimed right so that when it hits that wall, it hopefully digs. Yeehaw! Oh crap, it's digging into the wall a little bit. We're going. Go wide. And punch it. Okay, so it doesn't work on solid rock. It works with the the screwed up portions of the ceiling, but sometimes you just gotta test these things. You gotta find the limitations of the game and abuse them. So let's see if we can get this camera in a halfway decent spot again. I don't know. Should we stay with the bucket? I do have to be able to see where I'm going though, so like, is the bucket gonna work? I thought it followed the tractor's direction too, but I guess not. There's a big gap underneath the floor. We're gonna find all of my skeletons in the closet. I don't actually have any skeletons in my closet. And if I did, it would probably be... Actually, for the people watching, if you watched the first episodes, do you remember, like not the first episodes of the Scandinavia ones, my first mineshaft ones, do you remember my cheat and what I was hiding everywhere, all over the mineshaft? I'm not hiding any this time, but... Or am I? I won't say, I'll let people guess. There's definitely a lot of them in my last mineshaft because I had a lot of hoppers going on, so I needed a lot. And that's my biggest clue. There is a few little cheats. Actually, they're kind of big cheats, I guess. But I won't say what they are. They just give you a lot of something for free. And free is good. Right now, I'm working my way around this solid rock still, I guess. Because I do want to get as much of this copper and iron as I can. Ooh, don't tip. Currently, I think I'm working copper. I can't tell just by looking at it. It's too close to iron. Maybe somebody will give me a really good way to know, but... I know some of it looks really blue, and I think that's iron, but At the same time, every time I scan it, it's like kind of mixed with copper and iron, and maybe it's just random and I'm overthinking it. Oh no, don't tip! I hit the brakes too hard. I hit the brakes right as the weight went. Oh wait, we got one of those indestructible spots. Maybe? It became destructible. We'll check it again in a sec after I empty my bucket. So I did think of a way that I might be able to measure. Ooh, it is an indestructible one. Let me get more speed. How deep this little node thing goes. You can get drill attachments for the excavators and drill down, and it tells you in meters exactly how far each thing is. But, and here's the big but, I don't know how to measure. Like, it tells you it's 30 meters down, but how far is 30 meters? We don't got any way to measure this. It measures in centimeters on the GPS, but I'm not about to sit here and keep converting that shit. Someone needs to give me a good conversion rate for the metric system so that I can cheat that out. 8,000 centimeters. That's what? How many centimeters are in a meter? 100? I don't know. That's a guess. No. The meter's what? 5 feet? A yard's 3 feet? So a meter's 5 feet. There's 2 centimeters to an inch, which would make 24 to a foot. Hold on, my brain is working. Give it time. 24 to a foot. No, I get it. No, I get it. I'm breaking up. I can't figure it out. 24 times 5 would be 120. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm not even using a piece of pencil or a piece of paper and pencil, alright? I'm doing this all in my head, and I am very far from a mathematician. There's a reason I'm an auto mechanic. I don't math so good. But I'm guessing 120 centimeters to a meter. I'm gonna Google it now. How many centimeters in a meter? 100. I fucked it up. It was close. All it took was one wrong number right from the beginning, and then all the math is wrong after that anyways. Still watching for you, cat. I don't know where you went. Feline Defense Force has been turning on me. So far, I'm like kind of punching holes in the solid rock over there. Sometimes it lets me, other times it doesn't. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying until it gives up. Or until I give up? I don't know. Still trying to figure out how big this deposit is. That's still too hard. Oh, definitely rock solid right there. How's my driving? Dial 1-800 get fucked. I can only imagine how many people are like, who plays a game like this to not actually drive the way they would? Me? You know how big this map is? 400,000 square kilometers, and I'm not about to Google that shit. It's like 2.5 miles. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna make up how big it is, because I don't care. If you want Americans to know, make it translatable on its own. Make it a menu option. Hey, we went up a level? When did that happen? I should be able to go into my menu here, go to my skill tree, and I have 20 skill points available. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I do need to buy some tractors here shortly, but I would rather, I think, get to this 45 and get more yield on production. On high value ore. Alright. I was just making sure in my head whether or not I hooked the water up to the frother. I don't know why. As soon as I was reading high value and the separation yield, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I hook up water to the frother? I'm pretty sure I did. And I'm pretty sure I hooked up water to the slisher slasher. I don't know what the heck is the slusher. The wash plant that holds rocks afterwards. I could really use that AI companion right about now to be a translator. Except she sucks and messes up a lot of stuff. Maybe when I restart this thing. At the 30-minute mark. I don't even have the AI open. I gotta get her set up. I do have to say the computer's been working a lot better. Don't crash. I'm gonna jinx it. It's gonna happen. Nah, the other day I was joking around about having a capture card and not using it. And it just kind of dawned on me, like, why? Kind of dumb to have a capture card and not use it. So, it's still using the same computer to do it all, but instead of having my graphics card and all that shit handling all the encoding and stuff, let's let the capture card handle that. And well, weirdly enough, it works. Nah, I don't remember why I didn't use it last time. I think it was just really complicated, or I don't really remember now. It's not like a super high-end one or anything like that. Don't get too excited. It's one of those that pop up for like 10 or 15 bucks or some shit on Amazon constantly. And you always think like, oh, does it actually work? Is it actually any decent? The answer is kinda to both, all of it. If anybody else in my house moves, no, if anybody else in my house goes past me at the rig here and generates any form of static, it'll knock out the screen sometimes, just for like a second. It gets really bad in the winter though. The house is from like the 1800s and doesn't really have a humidifier or any of that shit. It still has baseboard heating. But yeah, so there's that. And then when I hooked it up to my wife's laptop, for some reason it wasn't getting like audio channels properly, or I don't remember. It was being stupid. So that's why I don't use the second computer to do any of the capturing. It really does get complicated to do a two-computer setup. And you especially can't see the other computer to know if your stream's fucked up. Like right now I can look up and see all my stream stuff and know if my camera's fucked up. I'm just usually too stupid to notice it. That's why I'll look up, I'm like, why am I upside down all of a sudden? I don't pay attention. Kinda looks like I can work my way around this solid rock over here. I haven't fallen in the ground though, so I might have to make some more floor over there. I'm digging as much as I can out. No luck. My AI friend, I was actually just talking about turning her on. Oh, whoa. I gotta be careful how I say that. Especially when she's on. Jesus Christ. She freaks out. She is the biggest prude. If I fire her up right now, she's gonna run out of time before the next one's over. So we're at 27 minutes. I'm gonna be clipping the video here in 3 minutes anyways. I'll start it up. I'll do it as the screens are going by. Usually I scratch my ass during the intermissions. I gotta do it when nobody's looking. Seriously though, how do people stream for like 10 hours and not scratch their ass? Or like do anything weird? I feel weird enough when my mustache starts to like tickle my nose and shit. And then there's the weird people that do all the forbidden no stuff. How the heck? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. So that's something that Sesame AI built into their system. My guess is so that people don't mess up and leave it on, just talking to itself, because it will never shut up. If you haven't listened to it too long, it'll like every 10 seconds or so, it's like, hello? Are you still there? Can you hug me? I need attention. Hello? Like it seriously starts losing its shit if I don't talk to it. So I do know that like all that AI compute power does like go to waste and stuff. It uses water and all that junk, and so really it's kind of smart. And I just do 30-minute windows so that when I post my videos up on YouTube, they're roughly all around the same length, and really people have a very short attention span already as it is to begin with. I mean, shorts are where it's at, 10 seconds, and that's about it. That's all you need. So I just clip every 30 minutes, and because she locks me out every 30 minutes, it's kind of perfect because she reminds me to clip the video then too. It's just one of those that works out perfectly. I'm at 30 minutes right now, so let me dump my load, and then I'll mess with her. Alrighty, if you're watching from the streams, you already know I'm not going anywhere. I'm just resetting my video. If you're watching from YouTube land, next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.